got to run to keep from hiding, and I'm bound to keep on riding. I got one more silver dollar, but I'm not gonna let them catch me, no. Not gonna let them catch the midnight ride. Come on now. I said I'm not gonna let them catch me, no. They'll never catch me, 'cause I'm a cowboy.
So I was going through today's news articles. I was really getting disgusted. Muslim terrorists declare sexual jihad, which gives them permission to rape women. Feds were caught flying people in to Boston, illegal immigrants, denying it. They're coming in with all these scabies and everything else. People passing out the phone numbers for their politicians to call them and tell them to get them out of here. Things like this. In January, DHS solicited bids for vendors to handle 6,500 unaccompanied minors. Israel trying to be humane when they should just wipe out Palestine and be done with it. I mean, Palestine was a bunch of nomads. They never had a state. Benjamin Netanyahu trying to be a humanitarian. Should just wipe them out. You can't live like that. The whole population of Israel is at risk. New York selling its soul for cheap labor, giving all these people. You want to tell me that guy's from Mexico? You want to tell me that guy's from Mexico? Maybe. You want to tell me that one's from Mexico? No. "46 senators flat out committed treason." They voted to give the UN control of our arms, not just the people's, the government, all our arms. I mean, we're sovereign, 50 sovereign nations. Here you got, the Hamas just blowing people's heads off. Sarah Palin, she just steadily at it. You guys really messed up when you made Sarah Palin mad. She become your worst nightmare. You got these weirdos declaring war on God. Boy, you're going to get it. In Palestine, Palestinians hiding. This is what they do. They hide their rockets in places where, Israel has to tell them they're going to bomb them. Egyptians hope that Israel will just wipe them out. I mean, they need to be wiped out. It's like you got these gangs they're no different than the LA gangs trying to take over California. You wouldn't put up with it there, but you expect Israel to put up with it. For Israel, their people, it's just ridiculous. People blessing Israel, they'll get blessed for that. Tea Party getting called extremists. They love God, they love the country, they fight for freedom. That's patriotism. So now a patriot are extremists. You know, they've caught them already, getting them on Democratic records for voting. You know, here is a whole article on how Palestine was never a state. How did it, you know, why did we give them statehood? Okay. The government suppression. The medical is saying that they're wiping out all their supplies. John Carpenter back in 1996 had a cure for this. He gave us a perfect cure for this. You know, Obama's saying I don't need Congress. The Hamas just tried to blow up the nuclear facility in Israel, their power plant. And you got these people crying they want an Article 5 convention. I wouldn't trust anybody with touching the Constitution right now. Then this bill was going through to cut off our First Amendment rights and you know, a constitutional change. I went and looked it up, and the bill says something totally different than what they were talking about here. Okay, and here's a picture of the where they put fire their rockets from. So they hide them. What would house of their worship, houses, religious site, and they got their rockets right in here. It's just messed up, people. That's how they fight. And they're Israel treating the civilians like they're hostages. They're not hostages. They could have got out of there. They're there at their own peril. And Israel, I would have cut off their supplies. Israel's still letting them get supplies in there. Here you got this raid where they went after them. Shouldn't have to put up with this. And all they do is pepper spray.
Render this final solution.
Welcome to your very own map to the stars. Sure, we all know the big one wiped out the entertainment industry here in LA, but the glamour and excitement of Hollywood is still alive.
Very funny. Yeah. I hope it was worth it. For now you are going to die.
Everybody does.
Kill him. And bring me the Rio unit.
Sir, we're still broadcasting.
Good. Let him watch. Do it.
Do it! On my command! Fire!
He's not even here. He's a hologram.
Catches on quick, doesn't she?
You gotta be within a half-mile radius. Round up every available man.
Hold it.
Sir, the enemy is less than 2 minutes from our shore.
What's it to be, Pliskin? Us or them?
Shut down the third world. They lose, you win. Shut down America. You lose, they win. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
So what are you going to do?
Disappear.
He's entered the world code. No target code. Sir, that'll shut down the entire planet.
I told you, you'd better hope I didn't make it back.
You push that button. Everything we've accomplished for the past 500 years will be finished. Our technology, our way of life, our entire history. We'll have to start all over again. For God's sakes, don't do it, Snake!
The name's Pliskin.
You did it. He shut down the earth.
Welcome to the human race.